longest journey must always come to an end. I will now use this opportunity to invite the outgoing president, who from there the incoming president is also going to give a speech. Musaba is going to give a rundown of, he is going to speak on behalf of the 14th Executive Council, as today mark the end of the leadership in the School of Education. So I'll use this opportunity to invite the president, Musaba.
The Dean School of Education, Dr. Sir, Mr. Dem, representative from the GTU, the media house that is present, Mr. Jallo, representing the permanent secretary who have left, Her Excellency the Vice President of the 14th Executive Council, Secretary General, members of the 14th Executive Council, the 15th Executive Council elect, sub-association representatives, the UTJSU representatives, beautiful Edusans respectfully seated here this evening. It is indeed an honor and privilege to serve you for the past 12 months. But then I have a change of mind. The change of mind is that I've decided I'm not handing over. I don't know what are you going to do. A coup d'etat. But then teachers only have chalks, no guns. I am happy to be here because I can remember sometimes last year I stood somewhere around this point here to give a speech as the incoming president. And I can vividly remember that day was more difficult to me than when I was campaigning. The simple fact is that that was the very day that I had words, very powerful ones, that the bar is raised so high and we have a big tax. That was the same day I took an oath that I'm going to serve. That is not between me and you, because I didn't prescribe your names, but that of the Lord. It was a huge challenge. But then I will tell you for free. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. 11 months or 12 months in office, it was tough. And then there is nowhere in this world where you will converge a group of people that you will not have push and pulls, that you will not disagree, that you will not argue, that someone will not feel being belittled or not being respected or not being heard. That is human being in general, because we are all subjective. But after all those talks and sentiments, we are all focused on the same direction, to bring EDUSA to another level. That is the level at which we are today. That is the level we want to celebrate today. Recognize those who have contributed in one way or the other, and then also usher in a new council that is going to continue with the good work. I used to say something, two big words during when I was campaigning. That is, a man who is not grateful to people shall never be grateful to God. The second is, there is no development without sustainability. This council have sustained everything that the past councils have done. And this council have gone beyond to show to people that it is innovative by bringing things that are never, or that we are never there. That is what is expected of leaders. That is what the 14th Executive Council have done. But then they were not alone in this struggle. The partners contributed very well, starting from our former dean, who have always been there for us, to our current dean, who is always supportive, taking the same route that the former dean took. Mr. Dem is here. I can remember the day I went to GTU with the Secretary General. From his office, we moved to the office of the Secretary General. There were programs that the GTU is supposed to conduct, and phone is always a problem in this country. But then, as we as students and teachers, the Secretary said that we cannot live just like that. no matter how tough things are, let me go the other day to collect a check of $10,000 for the EDUSA week. For MOPSI, we cannot say anything other than thank you. The 15 Executive Council, you have to hold MOPSI with all your hands. That is why, no matter how confused or frustrated we are as students, we have to be very mindful when dealing with MOPSI. 2 weeks ago, I was on coffee time with Peter Gomez, and then what is the problem? You people are saying this and that. I said, yes, we are saying this and that. I've met the Minister of Education. I've gone to the Civil Service Minister. But then I'll tell you one thing is that the PS is always open to us. The PS will see my missed call. He will give me, return a call. He is always responsive. We are able to tap 320,000 from MOPSI last year. 400,000 for the EDUSA nationwide tour, 120,000 for 6 days providing food from a restaurant Nero and water every day, 200 pursuits, 200 bottles of water was something that was, so much, appreciated from them that we could feed our students to an extent that other schools will be coming to EDUSA to get food during the EDUSA week. The other partners, the same thing. Jinko gave us 30,000. UNDP, through the VP, we receive money. The VP herself contributed her own money to help the council. Council members contributed their money towards this council. Council members, all the courtesy call we paid, we never refund money or transport or credit. We remove it from our own pockets. Because what I told them that in as much as we don't know what we are going to get, we are having 330,000 that we inherited, we are going to sacrifice our cash. Nobody was given transport fare. For 12 months, there is no activity that I've missed. Single one is not there. I have never taken fare, took less of credit, because I have to lead by an example. This is what we did. This is what we want to continue, because leadership is sacrificing. The account is there. We could have said, let's refund fare. But we didn't try it. We could have think of giving credit for calls. The secretary have made several calls. The IPRO ministry, the flyers you are seeing, he uses his own credit to do those things. The reason why we are sacrificing is because we want tomorrow, those who are to come, that is these 15 executives, will find something that will be very good to an extent they will not struggle in the beginning. Because if the foundation is not laid, you're going to struggle. We don't want this council to struggle. We want EDUSA to continue being that council that every other sub-association will look up to. I once went to the SU to get water, hot water, because our sockets were not working at our office. MJ told me there is sugar here. Somebody told him that, no, these people are EDUSA, it's the richest sub-association. I said, yes, and you are right, we have sugar in our office. That is what we did, and I have told yesterday the 15 Executive Council, especially the finance minister and the president, you have to be stingy in the beginning because you don't know what the donors are going to give you. Yes, it's 400,000, but don't embezzle it because 400,000, the name is large, the number is large, but then remember, things are not easy in this country. Be stingy in the beginning. I know welfare will complain, sports minister, they are the committees or the ministers that take a lot of the money. Let them complain. But if you allow them to get their budgets, if you don't cut them, by 2-3 months, you will find your account at 200 or 100,000. So we are very pleased that this council have raised over $600,000, different from the 330,000 that we have found in the account separately. We conducted the highest number of activities since the inception of EDUSA, 15 years now. We are leaving an amount of 400,000 plus. We have established a website for EDUSA for the first time. For the first time, EDUSANs have gotten an internship with the NCAC, where we have at least 5 to 6 people who have participated, and they are given some allowances. We, for the first time, organized the face of EDUSA, and you can see the king and queen in our midst here. For the first time, we revitalized the nationwide tour. As a beginning, this is the only time that EDUSANs we are not spending the only 6 days in classrooms. We spend a night at Aspas Lodge in Bintang. We spend 2 nights in guest houses in Makati. So we want the next council to do everything possible to make sure all the 6 days they have them in lodges and guest houses. So that transformation was good. And increasing participation of EDUSANs in EDUSA activities. Now when we call, everybody comes out. The numbers are always impressive. That is also a step towards the right direction. Maintaining one of the best environment in the whole Faraba campus. At one time I was at SPP where I was taking my minor. Some ladies wanted to visit the restrooms. Another tell them, no, then them EDUSA for more asset. So let's maintain the environment. Creation of partnership with the second highest office in the Gambia, Office of the Vice President, where we were able to tap 20,000 from them. So that have to be sustained too. Inclusion of the physically challenged people, and also the master student for the first time, they feel that they are EDUSANs too. Winning the first trophy for EDUSA after 15 years. Maintaining all the initiative and creating new ones. More assets secured by this council. For the first time, a terminal degree holder was stripped of his course due to how difficult he treats students. All our activities and events were on live coverage with Fine TV, where EDUSANs have the chance, either whether they are coming around or not, but they have a chance to follow up through live feeds. So basically, the council have done a lot. And then what we are told here, that the bar is set high, it's the same thing I'm telling the 15 Executive Council. The bar is set so high, but believe in yourself. The cooperative, factor the EDUSANs. Whatever you are doing, engage the partners. Don't relent. You'll be going around, they'll be telling there is no money. Keep calling, keep pushing. You'll be able to make more than what we did. And then from there, we can continue celebrating. Every year in, year out, EDUSA will be celebrating. So on that note, I thank you all, and I'm wishing the 15th Executive Council all the best in office. Our doors are open at any time. Whenever you need us, we are here. That doesn't mean we will intervene in your activities, but we can give advices. One thing you are lucky of, most of your people have served in the 14th Executive Council. So you have that, age above our council, where we have only, I think, 3 or 2 that serve, 3. So here you have more than that. Come together. Leave the affiliation. Foster unity within yourself. So the EDUSANs, we are up for the tax. Don't say that I am this, I am that. That will come only when politics is open. We must be divided when it comes to politics. That's everywhere you go in this world. You are divided when it comes to politics, but when politics is gone, you come together as one. That is one of the reasons why the Western world is above us. After elections, they come together and forge for unity and development. Elections are over. Now we are working as a council, work and achieve your goals, and make sure next year by this time when you are leaving, leave something better that we can all celebrate. Thank you so much.